young boy.
What up, what up, what up, what up, people? How's it going, guys?
Oh,
Can
good,
you
oh,
hear me?
good. And you?
All good, all
Yeah.
good. So, hi everyone, welcome back to another 5 round show. Happy Friday and happy new month as well. So, today, pretty much this month is my birthday month. So, highlight your boy. I'll be celebrating soon on the 15th of November. I have to put it out there in existence, Someone else might just, get me something.
You're trash.
Well, like an influencer, I might get, free stuff, you know what I'm saying? So,
That's
anyways,
true.
Nope.
with me on the panel is Nala, Wantali, and Patrick. How you doing, guys?
Oh,
All
good,
good.
man.
How's
How
it
are you?
going?
Oh, good man.
Happy
Oh,
Friday!
happy Friday, happy Friday. So, guys, if you're just joining us, if you're in the comment section, well, tonight we're going to be talking about influences, our influences negatively affecting us. So, before I start, like I'll just roll it in slowly, and then we'll start talking about it. So, as you know, now influencer is now a popular career choice for young people. Now people people nowadays spend many hours and watching online videos and all that stuff, and kids are just like they want to be YouTubers. They want to be YouTubers and not doctors or pilots. Oh, and don't forget, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button because we on every Friday at 7 p.m. on here. I know there's a time difference of 2 hours now, is it? In like other countries, if I'm not mistaken. Can you correct me on that, guys?
Yeah, that's
Malawi.
true. That's true.
Yeah, that's
Malawi
true, man.
and yeah, other parts and stuff, right? So, guys, let me just get myself started, and we'll start the show. So today we're going to be talking about our influences negatively affecting us, and well, whether it's your self-esteem, relationships, finances, and many more decisions. Well, before I start, I would say I have to define what an influence is, and taking it from Google itself because we can't really give you the best definition of whatever you need. But an influence is someone that has power to affect purchasing a decision to others because of his or her authority, knowledge, position, and relationship with or his whatever audience and stuff, and depends on whatever topic. It's niche. It might be makeup. It might be uh, you know, whatever brands and all that stuff. So that's more of someone else that's more like an influencer. This person will make you buy stuff. They'll make you like stuff. They'll make you hate stuff. They'll make you learn about certain things. And for on that note, at this moment, Nala, I would like to ask you first of all, what current role do influence play in society on your end?
First of all,
Mm,
definitely not Francis. It's so disrespectful. But anyway, I think with influencers, it depends. So I'll go back to the example of George Floyd. Yeah, when he passed away and how everything went down, I feel like a lot of influencers shed light on that situation. So I'd
mm-hmm,
say the role that they play is pretty much shedding light on events that are happening around the world, things that we would rarely talk about. So yeah, that's what I think influencers do in my life. So it's pretty much shedding a light on things that we rarely talk about, and maybe just products that um are better to use. Instead of going for the big brands, you could go for an alternative product which doesn't make you waste a lot of money. So yeah, those are the
alright.
two things that they do for me as an individual.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Patrick?
Party.
Look, for me, it's similar to what Vanessa just said. But I look, at the end of the day, you know me. The relationships I have with influencers is I feel like they always do something to benefit themselves. So whether they're telling me that this is the cheapest toilet paper, I'm pretty
Ah
sure in the background
ah.
that person who that toilet paper, the brand or brand that doesn't have a name, there's somebody who makes it who is already connected to them, or they've gone to them and said, I can get your non-branded toilet paper famous and people can start using it. They wouldn't even care if the toilet paper scratches your ass and you start bleeding, but that's the story for another day. So anyway,
Yeah, continue, Patrick.
Look,
Buzz.
look. To be honest with you, influencers are very strong. Like I can give an example of Justin Bieber, who
Hmm.
it's only now that his social media is not active, but when his social media was very active, this man has 37 million people who follow him. Same thing as my
But
man.
is Justin Bieber an influencer though,
Yeah,
or
he
a
was because
celebrity?
yeah, because what you celebrity can also be an influencer, believe it or not. So
Yeah.
Bieber, there's Bieber, and I think the next one is Cristiano
Is what?
Ronaldo, who
Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Bieber. Bieber. Bieber.
Bieber.
Well, how
Whoever
are you
that is.
supposed to
Continue.
say it? Is it not Bieber? Okay,
Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Okay, so
He's a believer.
yeah,
Yeah.
so like
A
like
Bieber.
for me in society, especially Justin when he was on the peak of his powers, trust me, there used to be
Yeah.
kids screaming at Christmas to get his albums, get his shirts, and he could point at something that don't go to this place or don't do this. I remember there was something he pointed that, oh, I'm not a fan of this, I don't eat this, and people who are or there's a name for them stop eating that completely. So they're very powerful. Even Cristiano Ronaldo, there's people who you can argue with who worship him. So
Yeah.
in society, the influences are very powerful, I can say, and they can either use their powers for good or use their powers for bad. But anyway, that's what I want to say. That's the role they have. They can be role models. Some of them can be uh, people who can divert their people away from something else when it only benefits them personally. So that's what I wanted to say. You can pass the
Okay.
mic over to Wantali.
Wow,
Hey.
Tali. You can head on to the comments, Wantali, if you can.
Ah,
Guys, if you're just joining us, thank you very much. Wantali, pick it up, please.
yeah, so definitely no Francis says, look, can y'all go back to your correct positions on screen?
Meaning
What are
what?
the correct positions, sir?
What are the correct
He says he
positions?
says he says purchasing. And then he
You
says,
got
look,
it.
what he says, what's the difference between a celebrity and a social media influencer? Hmm.
That's a good question.
What's the
I think
difference?
I think it's joined, man. I think it is joined because these celebs can influence somebody. You know what I mean? Like if they, as I said, some of them are so powerful. Like you know yourself, Wantali, you and me follow a lot of football, and I don't know if the other two guys follow football because you're talking about MPs in and out. Nala, I've never heard her say anything about football, but maybe
Nah,
she
I
does.
don't. I'm
But
Knows
sorry.
Wantali,
Mbappe.
you know yourself. Once Cristiano Ronaldo wears a boxer. These kids go, I don't want that boxer. Once he says this perfume is what it is. So I think that's influencing people. So they're the same. Celebs and
I
influencers,
think
I think they're the same.
I think they're different. They, look. I think we got to look at it with two things first, right? So
Hmm.
a celebrity can become an influencer. An influencer can become a celebrity. Do you know what I mean? So celebrities are people that are known for doing something that makes them, I guess, makes them famous or makes them celebrated as a person, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if that person has achieved something and they are known for doing that thing, they're not necessarily selling you that thing. They could have achieved whatever. I don't know. They could have climbed the highest mountain or whatever it is, or done the best film or whatever. They're not necessarily telling you to buy something or telling you to, gaining something from you directly. They're not directly doing it.
They
You know?
will tell you to go watch their movies though, or
Yeah,
hype
but
up a certain
it's
movie
not every
because they
celeb.
have interest in.
But you're looking at one side of celebrity. We're just looking in general here. Not every celebrity is asking you to buy something, are they? They're not asking you to do
Most of
something
them
for
are
them.
though.
Majority
They
are.
are
Majority are.
because even
So
with
Okay.
give
the
me an example.
music, they're asking you to go listen and buy their music.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
somebody
but
else's music.
And then on
Give
top
me an
of that, they
example.
yes, please.
Give us an
give a
example, sir.
give an example of a celebrity.
Yeah.
No, a celeb who doesn't influence, nor does influence me to buy something.
Okay, Usain Bolt. What's he selling you? He became a
Shoes,
no, he became a
shoes, the shoes he
celebrity.
wears.
He became a celebrity because before he could sell anything, he became a celebrity because of how good he was at running and how popular he was. He wasn't exactly selling a brand, he was just trying to be the best. So he became a celebrity for that. Obviously, later celebrities get endorsements. That's why I said celebrities can become influencers because for you to become an influencer, you need a following, right? So the reason Usain Bolt got a following is because he was a celebrity, but now he sells you his product, or whatever it is. So I don't think you look, there are similarities with the two because both have to have a following, right? But
Mm-hmm.
But influencers, it's intentional. That person is there to get your attention, to get you to buy whatever it is they're selling. Do you know what I mean?
God
But
damn.
you will have people
It's
like, you have certain celebrities. I mean, don't want to drop some names, but certain celebrities that want to just take you towards an agenda. I know that influencers do that too, but what by definition, by that definition that you gave us, it was more towards a product, isn't it? Not an agenda or a topic or a thing. It's towards a product. So, you know, buy this for my benefit, if that makes sense. Because you follow me and what I think, buy this for my benefit.
Is
You know.
Greta an influencer?
But it
Is she?
also said on
Yes,
power. Let's say
she
it
is.
says you have authority. So when
She
you
is.
have authority, you can influence people to do so. I don't know. It's a very complicated thing, to be honest.
I. What up, RB? What up, OV? OV thinks they're the same. OV thinks celebrity and influencer are the same. So
I think there's
we
a thin
continue on
line.
Tali. Go into the comments and then get us on.
I think there are similarities, but I don't think they're one thing. That's what I
There's
think.
a thin line.
You could say that. Let's see. Reluca says I'm late, but I've arrived. Hello, peeps. What's going on?
Hello, hello.
And
Hey, hey.
and then definitely not Francis says, but we've always had celebrities, but were they social media influencers? See, this is another, because it's only now that these celebrities are becoming more and more attached to brands. I think it started off, well, I would say the most recognizable time was when Michael Jordan started his Jordan brand, when he started doing that. But you know this influencing thing, I kind of agree with Francis here.
No, but companies have done this for years.
Yes,
Beyonce
Messiness
yes,
has
coming over
done
the
with
Call of Duty.
Pepsi, stuff like that. This has been
it's
Your man
it's
was
happening
it's
doing
for
it's
Colgate
it,
years.
it,
Colgate
it,
ads.
okay. It's commonly known now, but not all celebrities do it. For example, Kawhi Leonard, he doesn't do advert. Well, he wasn't doing adverts like when he was balling, when he was playing ball. He wasn't doing adverts. He never allowed himself to be a commercial entity in that
Bowling.
way. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
He played basketball only, but he was known for how good he was at basketball. So these things are common now. What he's trying to say, they're common now because we have social media. Because once a celebrity picks up something, like what Lucas said, when Ronaldo moved a can of Coke aside, that did not help the Coca-Cola stock. Do you know what I mean? So social media
Mhm.
definitely has accelerated and probably brought that little gap between celebrities and influencers, because now anything a celebrity does can financially impact people, products, and all these things. But are they always intentionally doing that? I don't think so. Whereas an influencer, they know that
Yeah.
when they pick up that phone or they're on social media, their aim is to grab your attention and divert it to whatever it is they're diverting it to. But a celebrity might be just looking for your attention, your approval of who they are, reminding you that I am a celebrity. You need to like me. Do you know what I mean? Yes, in a sense, they're selling themselves, but I don't think it's in the same sense as an influencer, because an influencer is a subject matter expert of whatever it is they want to sell you, right? So they're telling you that I'm the expert, I know about this thing, and I'm backing this thing. You know what I mean? If that makes
Can
sense.
can we
You
can
know,
we say maybe there's different types of influencers? Because even Ronaldo, he knows his power,
but
and even though he did that intention, he didn't intend to. He obviously he moved it because he says he doesn't like it, but he knows Ronaldo knows who he
okay,
is, and
okay,
he must know that if I do this, he knows who he is. Like that's like
this
this, what
this
they said in Spider Man. What did they say in Spider Man again? With the
Tell
great
us.
power comes great responsibility.
well,
Yes, sir.
this is true, but I think we're looking at influence into
Hmm.
other than influencer. Celebrities can influence, right? But influencers, yeah, that's what they're doing. That's it. That's all they're doing. That's the job, right? So yeah, I'm not disagreeing that celebrities can't be influencers. Of course they can be influencers. Let's be honest. For example, in America, they like doing this a lot. Like famous people will endorse presidents and whatnot. That's
Yeah.
influencing people. That's intentionally trying to get. Yeah, I what do they say? I support this message or whatever it is. That's backing something, influencing something. You know what I mean? In this case, I'd rather stick to the direct thing about it. Like the person that picks up their phone and goes, today,
Hmm.
I'm going to try and get a bunch of people to buy this product, or I'm going to get a bunch of people to like what I'm saying or whatever I'm pushing, if that makes sense, or what picture I'm painting. That
I,
for me,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
I
I
get where
think
you're coming from.
it
Yeah, I
is.
have a feeling that it would still go both ways. I think both sides could have a strong appeal on this, like strong evidence on this. Anyway, he says Batman said, oh, this guy.
So
Let me read this.
going back to RB's point there. Speaking of Ronaldo, remember how he crashed? What was that? He crashed Coca-Cola Stokes only by moving the bottles from the front and him replacing it with water and everything and stuff like that. So with that note there, I'm just going to go to the second question. Montali, you didn't give us your view on the first part of it as well.
Okay.
First, so
What
early
current
on,
role? What current
yeah,
role do? I mean, I think it's in the examples that we've displayed. It's pretty clear what role they are playing right now. I mean, look, the key is in the name. An influencer is there to influence you. You know, is there to tell
hmm
you to do something or to sort of push you towards something. So the role that they're currently playing in society is emotionally motivating people to do something. You know, so I think that's the easiest thing to say for at this point in time. Putting something in your mind to think
hmm
about it, you know, and constantly pushing it. It's I guess you could say it's social marketing, social emotional marketing. Like, you know, are you linked to this thing the way I am? Because if a brand comes to you and says, I'm giving you this product, but then it doesn't have an example of a person who's used that product, right, which is where we're moving into now, this social thing, then you will not trust it as much if you don't know the brand. But if it's a new product and somebody, you know, they want to make you feel comfortable about this new product, you know, for example, if say Samsung drop a phone today, millions of people are going to buy it. Yeah. But if I drop a phone today, ain't nobody buying that phone because they're like, who the hell are
You
you?
know,
I'd rather go for the what?
yeah, we're definitely not buying that phone, man.
Yeah.
all right, one
But
time.
if I get an influencer, you
hmm
know, with a big following to say, hey man, I've used this phone, it's dope. I use it for A, B, C, D, E, F. They
hmm
are going to buy that phone. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to say. They sort of influence you to do something.
All right, great stuff, Montali. Could you help us with the comments there, Montali, when you get a
Yeah,
chance?
sure. Let's see. Celebrities such as talk show hosts, movie stars, athletes, etc. were around before, but weren't social media influencers. They were just famous people, but now influencers are individual who sell their, what do you say, other brands. Look, Francis, I think we even look, popular people will always look for, I mean, if you're smart, you always look for a way to make more
Make more
money for
money.
yourself and your brand. Yeah. So regardless of there being social media or not, that person at some point influenced you to do something, right? um I mean, what, for example, you know, people who play FIFA or video games, whatever it is, why do you think they put athletes on the front of there? You know what I mean? Your favorite athlete is on there, you know, they're influencing you to buy it. Otherwise, if that just put a ball and the name of the game, you ain't buying that game. You ain't buying the game as much as you would now. So, look, just putting a picture on that, it's like a book, like a CD, like a whatever. That person is being put
Selling
there
your
for a
dreams.
reason, for a reason. You know, so I don't know, man. TV adverts themselves. This is sponsored by whatever. I've tried this myself. This is pretty good, you know. So that's what I think. I don't think you should, you know, just distance celebrities or whoever from this. They also do the same thing. Reluca says technically celebrities have always been influencers simply by being forces of brand. That time they were simply representatives. However, now the term of influencer is attached to social media. Hmm. Definitely no Francis says, like TikTokers and YouTube, try separate themselves. Okay. And YouTubers, sorry. Definitely no Francis says, Batman said, with great privilege comes great power, because that's his power. Oh my God. He says, yeah, but celebrities were not as accessible. But now people are actually selling life cycles, products, and such. So you can influence, but that means you're an influencer. He's got a point there, to be fair. He does have a point because an influence, like, again, it's the purpose, isn't it? I always go to the purpose. To me, that person is picking up that phone to get you to buy. Every time they're getting you to buy something, so that's all they're thinking, that's all they're doing. So that is a bit more, I guess, is a bit more personal than a celebrity going on an advert, doing one video and that's it, because that video is going to get run by a company anyway. So they're
Yeah.
not exactly doing anything for you. They might be the face of it, but you know, they're not exactly putting in the work. I guess that's what he's trying to
Not
say.
bad. Yeah.
Um, Raluca says, There's still more comments. Raluca says, I guess it's a matter of who sends the message as well. I am more likely to buy a brand represented by a credible source, e.g., an athlete, a medical practitioner, rather than Becky with
So
500k
5 rounds.
followers. I don't know about this one because I've seen this. If this is true,
Yeah.
then it doesn't make sense that there are all these YouTubers, all these social media influencers, whatever, giving
Hmm.
makeup
Becky
tutorials.
just
How
entered
many
the
how many
building.
times have you seen a 15
Um,
second video of a girl who looks like one person? The 1 minute looks like a different person in the next whatever second, and says,
yeah,
"Look, if you want makeup
I'm also
tips,
against that.
if
Yeah.
you want makeup tips, follow me." And that person gets followed, and all of a sudden, everyone's looking the same, or everyone's looking like Kim Kardashian, for example, because that one person has made
Hmm.
that look, has managed to do that. Do you know what I mean? I said, "Oh,
And
look,
you end up
if I can
and
do
you
it, you
also
can too."
yeah, and you also end up buying the same products that they're using so that you can look the same.
Look like that
So
person,
yeah.
yeah. And if that was the case, people wouldn't be pouting in their pictures like they do. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's let's be real here. Let's be real here. Prime example, pun intended, is the prime drink that KSI and Jake Paul launched proper sold out. Okay, sold out everywhere for
Everywhere for
months
months.
at a time. People buy it for $2 and sell it for $8. Okay.
It's
Yeah,
But
and it's quite funny that like how powerful they are. I have seen kids putting on Twitter. I got one. I said there. I was like, seriously, it's just the energy drink. It's the same as you going to get a Red Bull, but just
Jeez,
because it's them
man.
too. That's how powerful they
Yeah.
are. People are selling and fighting over them.
yeah,
Right.
definitely no Francis says, but celebrities can still scam people. Look at all these crypto situations. It's
Yep.
true. Look at
Yep.
Yeah.
Jaru and Fire Festival. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
another
Scam.
thing.
Even Kim
Yeah.
K.
Kim K with what did she just do recently? You know
I
what I
think it
mean?
was the
MP
cryptocurrency thing
MP
as well.
MP.
MP MP.
That's a
You
good
get it?
one.
I never
If you
said
don't get it,
anything.
forget about it.
I just gave you the knowledge.
Other
It was
other
up to
other
you to
other
use that
other other
knowledge.
crypto merchants will not be mentioned for just various reasons. But anyway, buy crypto, buy.
I gave
It's
you the
good for
knowledge. It was
you.
up to you to
Bye.
make use of that knowledge. You know?
And
um,
one time, just a small note. Some people with crypto are getting a bit aggressive,
oh my gosh. Definitely no Francis says exactly 1 minute different to different people. Okay, 1 minute is different to different people.
Oh
Um,
wow.
okay, I got what he meant.
No pun.
Reluca,
No pun
true. However,
intended.
I've mentioned it's an opinion. I didn't say it's general. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, guys, we're gonna move on. All right, we're gonna
That
move on.
is fair. And on that note, like, what or how are influences contributing to your life at this very moment for giving us all those points, one tally?
What is the what? Sorry, what and how are influences contributing to my life? Well,
Yeah,
the
at
best
this point in
example,
time.
the best example is the makeup one.
Oh,
Oh,
it,
to you,
oh,
yeah.
oh, 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 well,
yes,
hello, one tally.
to me too,
Hello.
because I'm looking at the person with the makeup, isn't it? So if, for example,
Okay.
One Daddy, you
Okay,
always try
very
to
smart.
weasel yourself out of a situation. That does not make any sense. Sit down. What do you mean? Oh
okay,
my God.
if I'm constantly being uh, bombed with these contours, the face beats, the whatnot, yeah,
But do you
okay.
buy those products
No,
though?
I'm just saying,
No,
like, it's
no, he's
how
trying.
is it
It's opened.
affecting me?
It's opened
Uh,
his eyes. It's opened his eyes for
because
a lot
look,
of men's
look,
Oh,
eyes.
look,
okay.
beauty is
Whew.
based on perception, is it not? Because one person, they say one man's food is another man's. So look, it's based on perception here.
One
So
man's trash.
but so if the perception right now, yeah, if we go on Instagram right now and you
Mhm.
type in model or whatever it is, you find that there's certain type of shaped women. But are you telling me the whole world has this type of shape? You know what I'm saying? No. But then they're trying to make
Nobody
it look
know.
like this is the norm. If you want to be a popular girl, you got to have them BBLs. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
this is how these things are
What
affecting
what's it?
us.
What's a BBL?
Brazilian butt lift, isn't it? That's what it's called, right? You know what I'm saying?
Poof. Yeah. Continue.
Eh,
He's
Look
wait,
at
he's
that.
like, he's like,
Look at that.
Jesus is Lord.
Anyway, yeah. So that sort of thing, when somebody's trying to
Brazilian
paint a
magic.
picture to a guy that this is what a woman can look like, or this is what a normal woman can also look like. Hey, man,
Yeah. Mhm.
skinny girls matter. You know what I'm saying? Skinny girls matter. Damn, what's going on here? You know. So this is how it's contributing to my life or people's lives. You get me? That we can be a
Mhm.
bit.
Mhm.
Selfish. Because remember back in the day when they ask you, are you an ass man or are you a tits man? You're like, yo, I'm an ass man. I don't say I'm a tits man. Then when you say I'm an ass and tits man,
Yeah,
how many
yeah.
like how often would you see a girl that looked like that? Do you know what I mean? How often would you see a girl that's well proportioned? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It wasn't that often, but now it's like you can just, it's just like the norm. Then when you find a girl
Modify these, yeah.
who doesn't, you're like, man, how is it that everybody else, so that's why I'm saying this is how it's affecting us right now. So think of the young girls that are growing up are thinking, I'm not perfect, eh? Hey, but this is not right. Let me just do this. Oh, what the little 16-year-olds, right? Because the kids are already saying, hey, but you ain't got no, what's going on there? You know what I mean?
You ain't got no six pack yet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. These BBLs killing y'all. I'm done out here.
Nala,
We-
tell us,
you-
guys, in the comments, give us a shout there. What or how are influencers
BBL.
contributing to your life?
Mm.
How are they contributing to your life at this moment? Did you change your sleep routine? Did you change your dietary kind of like motions? Are you eating healthier? Are you eating the worst? Are you wearing the best clothes? Whatever and stuff like that.
Wait. There's a good comment here. There's a good comment. So Lucas says, throw that one to the men, cause they're the ones who started. I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
True.
Look. I'm not saying.
True.
I'm not
We
saying
needed
women
the
are.
tune there.
I'm not saying women are guilty of doing it. I'm just saying how am I affected? You know what I mean? It might have started with men because as people say in music, sex sells, whatever. So it might have
Yeah.
started there because if you don't have this, you ain't gonna be in the video. You ain't gonna be no video girl.
Yeah,
Like, look
that's
at
why.
Look at Kim Kardashian, man. Look what she got.
Vixen.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
She
that's
went.
But that
why.
only recently
Let-
started because if you look at the Vixens back in the day, they were not these
They were
same
not
as
like
that.
that. Well,
No,
but they used to have. The front was there.
no, no,
It
no, no, no.
was there. Look at
Sir,
Thing's
go
wife,
and check out
Ice
the
T's wife,
video.
Ice T's wife, Coco. How old
Go
is
check
that
out
woman? That woman had fake whatever.
anyway. Go
Ooh,
check out the videos with Ludacris and what's his name.
okay,
All
no,
these
but we're not.
videos had.
No,
Eh,
Can we
Let's
be serious
okay.
though? We're never
Nala,
exposed to the
Nala.
news
Let's
that they did
exactly,
woman,
BBLs back then.
exactly.
woman.
I did-
Wait,
What?
let me get to where I was. Let me land,
Yeah,
man.
what's that? Yeah,
Let me land. Okay,
land, my
just
man.
because Nala, just because you weren't seeing it, just doesn't mean it didn't exist. This fake
bruh,
whatever,
like
it was there. Even during the Kennedy times, whatever, those things were
Yep.
there already. It was
They are
there
just not.
already.
They're not
It's
just.
not as
I
common as it is
agree.
now. Okay, all right.
It was
You know what? I'm
expensive.
gonna
I
look
think it
at
was expensive back in
the
the day. It was
the
expensive.
history of fake.
We can also say that it was not it was not easy to access
Because
back in the
back
day.
in
Exactly.
the
You know what I
It
day,
mean?
was
the
for the
skinny
rich.
girl was the one. Was the one.
No, it wasn't common. That's the
It
reason it wasn't common.
was, sir.
Okay, all right, let's go. Plastic surgery. Don't worry, I'll come back to you. You carry on.
Okay,
Carry on.
let me also bring it to the girls. That it's the same thing. That's the reason why people like Asha were just removing the shirt for no reason in every music video. Like they're talking about accidents, but they're like, yeah, you're like, okay, man, calm down. You see, those
Calm down.
Sex sells.
and that's what a lot of girls as when they are 16 or watching now, when they grow up, they're like, yeah, let me find myself Asha or Christopher Brown. Oh, what's the other one? Trey Songs, who never puts his shirt on
Nice.
half of his music.
The
Some
bad
guy.
boys. Mr. Stereo Girl. Continue.
Yeah, that's another thing. It brings the thing where people say, "Oh, girls like dating bad boys." No, it's off TV and it's off music, and now they think, "Oh, let me go towards that end."
Plastic
Yeah.
surgery started in the 1400s.
I'm not saying that it didn't start
1400s.
that early. What I'm saying is the girls, the video vixens back in the
Mhm,
day was
mhm.
smaller. It wasn't big asses, it wasn't big boobs, and they were
But,
dark
but that
skinned.
but that doesn't mean they were not having procedures. That doesn't mean they were not.
That's not what I was saying. What I was saying is it's different now. Now you
Which
see it everywhere, but then back in the day, the girl that was amazing was the tiny girl, not big boobies.
Snoop
I'm
Dogg.
telling
Snoop
you.
Dogg. Snoop
Go
Dogg.
check
Have
the
you seen the
videos again. Go check the videos
have you
again.
seen have you seen the music video of Doggy Style?
Oh
Uh,
my god. Go check the videos again.
these Snoop Dogg and these guys were making music in strip clubs where people
And
Even
have
Yeah.
also, in fact, the thing is, someone in the comments already said, don't just target women, men too. Listen, men are getting some kind of enhancements
are you trying
going
to
on.
just
You know
say
what I mean?
that?
absolutely,
Yeah.
even
So
the six packs and
yeah,
whatnot,
yeah, yeah.
even, you know,
All those things
the
are big.
junks,
They're
everything
The
is
big.
being
hair,
done.
We're not
the
just
hair.
attacking women here. I'm saying that the way these things are affecting us right now, sort of making you become a person who doesn't even love yourself. You're just looking like, oh my goodness, I need to change this, I need to change that because the internet is telling me that's what looks normal. This is what we're trying to say, basically. We're not saying
One line, one
BBLs, even
line,
though
one
they're
line.
killing you.
I can't walk out without wearing my makeup. I can't walk out without having my cash or a phone or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's made you become a different person. You can't walk out the room without having that certain
You
item that
you
everyone,
can,
You can.
Francis. You can buy it these days. You can buy it, but you're gonna have to afford it. You can buy it, but you're gonna have to afford it. Trust me. They'll turn people like you and
RB.
me
Yeah?
into sexy chocolate in a few minutes as soon as we can pay for it.
I'm
They
sorry,
won't pay
come
for it.
back again.
What?
What?
What did you say, Patrick?
No, 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 no,
I mean,
no.
I mean, I mean, you heard.
Pause.
Pause.
Hold on a
Pause.
minute.
What
Your
the
man from
Pause.
the
hell?
60s.
No.
Don't you know
Oh
your man
my
from the
Pause.
60s?
God!
What
No
was that?
way!
Pause.
Your man from the
Say that again.
60s, man. He used to dance for live on stage. Always had his shirt on. He used to call himself Mr. Sexy Chocolate. So anyway,
You've
Whoa.
said this so many
Quite a few
times
times. Quite a few
about
Okay.
times.
men taking off their
Mi-
shirts.
Mrs.
no, I'm
Patrick.
giving an example. I'm giving an
Hey,
example. This the same way as one time he was talking about the women. People are saying don't attack
You
the women. So I'm giving them that
nasty.
it's both sides. It is both sides.
this guy gets his Barry White on. I'll bet. I'll bet he gets his
How?
Barry White on.
You right.
And Nala, you can also
No, you
answer
you
that. Like how are like influences, contributing to your life, at this point in time?
um, I'd say eating healthier.
Mm.
Um, there's certain influences that I follow, and they will pretty much break down what you should eat, or what you shouldn't eat, and you learn a lot from that. Because I didn't know that. Yes, I did, but not to the extent that I know now. That you could blend all these like natural foods, and your gut will be so good, and you're gonna get so much energy from it, and everything just changes in your body. I didn't know that, but then now that I started following these influencers that eat healthy, maybe they might not do it in the background, but what they're promoting is a healthier lifestyle. So ever since I started like following those guys, it's just life has changed for me. I'm got better energy. I just feel so much better about myself. And also with the makeup thing, where you see a makeup tutorial and you're like, I like that makeup. I might want to get whatever products she's using. So you go and click and you find out what products they're using, and buy them, and they work for you. Even with what else? Even with just like a skin
Affordable
routine.
living and all those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Even like a skincare routine. And I'm like, this is not working. What can I do for my skin? And they'll be like, oh, they'll break down everything for you, that if you use this could happen. If you use this is what's gonna happen. So yeah, that they give out information on beauty tips and just better living for me.
Yeah, this
That's
is
what I've
true.
learned.
This is true. I think the word influencer right now is just associated to OnlyFans models at the minute, but I think there are many other. I mean, let's be honest here.
There's
There,
many, there's
there are
many
many
on
other
Instagram
people. Yeah,
that are doing good.
there's a guy who advertises Amazon products that are convenient for your household, and stuff
Yeah,
like
Mm.
that. So there are a lot of people doing a lot of different things, but it's just that there's the few that are just uh
doing.
doing the most.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, doing the most.
So
And how
yeah,
about yourself,
that's how
Patrick? Yeah.
they doing that for me.
Ah, nice one, Nala. How about yourself, Patrick? There.
And unfortunately for me, sir, uh, the influencers I follow either get banned or taken off social media. So unfortunately, I
What's
can't even
happening, man?
mention who they are. So, but they have some of these. Okay, here is what I'm gonna say. Some of these influencers, like, especially the ones I follow, they help you with a lot of confidence. It's not like I don't have confidence, but they help you to sort out certain things. Because the
Yeah.
same thing as we talked about mental health with men, I like foreign influences that help. Especially we talk about the battles, the demons, and how they fought those demons, and what obviously they went through their lives as a man. To say that
Mm-mm.
because we are men, people think you're strong and always with this. The same thing as we talked about the mental health thing. So those are the type
Yeah.
of influence I follow, and they've actually helped me in a few things in my life. So now I see things differently. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, for my kind of taste, as one thirty know of my influences, they all just get banned and get off social media. But
I don't know what
respect
you're
to
talking about. I don't
Oh,
know this
yes,
man.
you
respect to
do. He's
I don't
talking
know this
about
man.
Andrew Tate.
Oh,
Yes,
Andrew
I said it.
Tate.
I said
I
it. Yes, I said it. I've
yeah,
exposed
but
your ass.
I don't follow Andrew Tate. Sorry, but Patrick does.
I don't know who that gentleman is, but we'll move on to the great Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace to you, my brother. Very good influencer. Very a man of few words and straight to the point. So these days, I stop having sympathy towards few things and I just go straight to the point with
Woo,
everybody. So big
woo.
up to Kevin. Yeah,
And
yeah,
also,
that's
just
true.
to
Devin
add a little,
Francis. Who's
Yeah.
Andrew? Who's Andrew? We don't know who Andrew is.
you're trash. You're trash. And just to add
Yeah.
on
Top
that as
G,
well,
Top G.
I also follow influencers that empower women.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
that empower women. So they'll let you know what kind of books you should read. This thing of trying to encourage you to be your better self, reading books that will make you feel more confident, and just being a better person. Those are the kind of influences I follow, and I feel like I've learned so much from them. And
Mm.
it's not always negative. It's not always BBLs. It's not always
Yeah,
like one
like
tally
some
speed.
people.
Like
Yeah,
one
like some
tally
people.
speed. It's not always
Are
BBLs,
you?
big
Are
boobs.
you?
No, it's literally
Yeah,
empowering women. Like
You
do
know,
better with your
sometimes
life.
you
are
Invest
know,
your
in
influences
you
porn
know, you
stars
know,
or strippers, sir?
exactly
sometimes,
not OnlyFans influencers. So
you know,
these are women that
sometimes.
these are
What?
women that will have a live, video on Instagram, and they'll
Oh
talk
my
about how we
days.
can invest in whatever
In
property, whatever
yourself,
it
yeah.
is. Yeah, exactly. So
Self love.
self love, exactly. So I listen to
L-
those kind of influencers with podcasts, not just BBLs
Yeah.
and
So,
butts and
actually,
boobies. No.
guys. So, actually, guys,
BBW, yeah.
talking about love, I see 5 people are online. Please do like the video, do share it if you can, do subscribe as well. Just share to your friends. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. We're always on the Friday at 7 p.m. on our IG, handle. We're there on Twitter. We're there. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok as well. But we're not doing the dances. We're pretty much on these shows and sharing our content and stuff. I don't know. Do you want to go
Yeah,
dancing,
we
guys?
might start doing them dances. We might start doing them dances. You never know.
Who said we? Volunteer yourself.
Yeah, so yeah,
Exactly.
like look,
At
No,
your own
Patrick and
risk.
no, Patrick and Andrew Tate can do that on TikTok.
oh my god, that man. Anyway,
Yes,
here
I've
here's
come with a petty side
here's something
today.
we can do. So for those TikTok challenges, right? If somebody let's say donates a
Patrick,
super
I'm
chat
gonna
and tells us that this is the challenge you want to do, we'll do it on TikTok.
I guess we can do that on
I'm
TikTok. So,
excluded. I'm excluded.
No,
Thank
you're
you.
not. You're not.
I
Including
am
one thirty.
excluded.
all right. One tally two, please catch up with the comments, and
Let
then
me
we
catch
get
up with
on with
these
the
comments, man.
few questions that we have left, and then
Yo,
we carry on.
yeah. If
So are you drinking? Are you drinking some customized water there, Mister Influencer?
Yeah. This is water from the tap. So this is more like
Oh,
Irish water. You can get it online, and all of that stuff. I
You
tell you this, it's
trash.
perfect for your skin. I can tell you this. 1 week you see the results, everything perfect. That's
bad
my
for your internet
influencer
though.
kind of skill right there.
Bad
You
for your
just
internet.
Oh my God!
yo,
Disrespectful.
definitely
So-
no. Francis says, look at AJ scamming his fans, thinking he's as good as Prime Mike, but lost to a chubby
Oh.
Mexican. Yo,
Whoa, whoa,
That's cold.
whoa!
that's
One, two,
cold,
three.
man.
That's not nice. That's not
That's
nice.
Ooh,
cold,
That's not
man.
nice.
hell
That's
Reluga
no.
not nice.
says, Kim didn't scam though. The issue was that what? or the issue was that it is now a legal requirement to market with ad, and she did not. Okay, what?
Okay, okay.
Go say that to his face. Anyway, go say that to his face. Leave my honey alone. I don't know what this is about. Okay,
She's replying
AJ,
to
AJ,
definitely not
AJ,
Francis.
AJ. I think it's AJ.
oh, AJ. Right. He says they are not making any influence on me. They just exist. Right. Okay. He's like, what's a BBL? British Basketball League? Oh, okay. All right, man.
Do better. Do better.
I think I read that one. Fat Lives Matter. Respect that fake big boy season. Ay. I hate it.
Hey,
Social influencer couples got the game all the way messed up. Wow. Okay. And social
that is true.
media influencers are the reason for the massive gender war going on.
True,
True.
true.
Whoa,
true.
I
whoa.
completely agree
Big
with that
statement, that.
statement. Yeah.
Every week, that's all you're seeing right now on YouTube or the YouTube shorts is do higher level men damage this, do higher level women damage. It's all it's like the agenda thing. The all of a sudden, and most of the
Slap in your
influencers
face,
love
yeah.
it because that's what they know that gets people going. So they pick a side.
Oh,
Yep. And then
God damn.
Relucas says, let's not act like men. Don't try looking like male celebrities bulking up and getting their gains on. This is true. No, I'm not saying
True.
that. Definitely no. Francis says you can buy a six pack.
Yes, you can.
You probably can, bro.
Oh.
Dying beards and
Let's
all that.
let's not give an example who dies. Yeah.
Definitely no. Francis says influencers glorified cheating and side pieces. Nah, I don't think so.
No.
I don't.
no,
I don't
no.
agree with that. I don't
I
agree
think
with
it's
that.
closer though.
Maybe facts. Nala. I've
Some.
Yeah.
started adding
Potato.
collagen and sea mass to my
Collagen.
smoothies. Okay, whatever. It was to my smoothies, and it's a massive life hack. And I was completely clueless about it. Okay. And for my favorite thing about influencers, I've always got a discount code for something.
Yeah.
Like
Nice.
who is Andrew Tate? Mr. Definitely Not Francis asking.
Go
People
to
who
gentlemen.
people who start with A are always trouble. Okay. Is that like okay? Let's see. I googled Andrew Tate. He's got some hot takes. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think that.
I'm
Okay.
doing it, Reluca.
Yeah. When is the 5 rounds meet and greet? Ask MP.
Oh wow. All right.
Reluca
I'll
says
organize that, guys.
not necessarily dances, but you can start with some challenges. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Edna says Miss Vanessa looking dope. Hair goals. See,
Edna,
she's an-
welcome.
Thank you.
does that mean Vanessa is an influencer? Huh?
Yeah.
Lost me.
Reluca says yeah. Exclude him.
Thanks,
Consequence.
Edna.
Oh my gosh, what's going on? Irish water. MP will get that water sold. Oh my guys. Okay, we can carry on. That's the last one.
Sorry about that, guys. Jeez, let me have my water first.
Ah,
Relax.
selling that water.
Cut that. That's a commercial right there. We just got paid. All right, so
Water.
what do you think are the pressures of influencer popularity?
You had to say that one really slow. Hey.
Had to be clear, you know. And let's start with who wants to go first, guys. In the comments, what do you think are the pressures of being an influencer and getting up there and getting all that notice and just being up there and being that person that would actually make you make that huge decision. You want to buy something, you have to go watch something so that you have to make a decision based on that individual's kind of views. What do you think are the pressures of it? Like,
can I ask something? Are you saying which side are you coming from? Are you coming from the side
I'm coming
of
from
the
both sides. I'm
influencer,
coming
or
from
you're
both sides.
coming?
I'm coming from your side of it, as in you're viewing their side. Like, do you think you have to be, chasing for that, as well as being in the position of an influencer? What damage, like, what are the pressures on that side as well?
But that's a really bad question because he's not an influencer. He wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. Yeah, that's I was
That's
trying
why
to
I was
understand.
asking.
He's not an influencer.
You know what I was trying to say? I was trying to say that are you trying to say that because maybe these people have so much power, how does it impact us? Like, what's the pressure? Like, does it put pressure on the local people that we have to follow somebody? And if
Wow,
we don't
local,
follow
yeah.
what somebody is doing, we'll be in trouble. Like, let me give an example again.
Mm.
Andrew Tate.
I'll go to Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. When you meet the people who love these two people, and you don't, like, you say, oh, this is what Cristiano says you have to do, like the
Yeah,
Fanta thing or the Coca-Cola thing he did, and you
yeah,
go
yeah.
against that, and you end up in the hive of these people. That day you might end up switching off your social media, because when they start attacking you, that you're not agreeing with what Ronaldo did or Messi did. That's what I'm saying. Is that the angle you're coming from, or you're coming because we're
Yep.
not? I don't. We are
I, I,
influencers in a way. Supposed to be
I am
honest. We,
I am searching for relevance here. I am totally
yeah,
lost.
no. What I'm trying to say is he trying to say that if influencers like they have so much power to the point where it's pressure on you as a local individual that if they do something or say something has to happen, even
Yep.
the community will put pressure on you. Is that what he's trying to say? That's what I was trying to understand.
I
You get
think
it?
you've complicated the question. I think the
Yeah,
question is just
I'm.
as is. What
Just
do you
read it
think are
as
the
is. Just read
pressures?
it as is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you read it like that, how would I answer? I've never
Okay,
Okay.
I'll go
influenced anyone
first.
to
Yeah.
do
I'll go
anything.
first. I'll go
Go
first.
now.
I think the
Yeah, you go
pressures
ahead.
are with the BBL thing. Women are subjected to wanting to look a certain way. So instead of just being happy with the way they look, they're looking at all these influencers with big butts, big titties, and they think they need to look like that. So what women are doing now are getting botched surgeries, some are dying, some are just like living in hell because of all these botched surgeries. So I think it's negatively influencing people because now people are not happy with the way they look because social media is telling us to look a certain way.
Mm, mm,
So you see
okay.
why I was asking that? I think that's why I was asking that this question here doesn't, like, if I was an influencer, I would answer this. I'll sit there and say, oh, you know what, the pressure on me right
All
now
right.
is
So
all the time I have to be 100%. I cannot say anything on social media. If I make a mistake, I can be cancelled. You get it? But I don't know.
so let me put it this way, right? Okay, I'll take two sides of it, but then the clear part is just it's a
Clear,
clear angle. It's a clear angle. Once a
clear,
celebrity gets clear angle. So once a celebrity
clear.
gets like a, an
What is
influencer
going on?
gets famous, right? When an influencer gets famous at a certain degree, everything that they do, kids might follow a certain individual, right? And the pressure of just
Paper
that
pig.
kid. Yes. Okay. Well, not really paper
Now
pig. Like, I
let's
don't
see
know.
let's see what he's going to say.
All right. So like myself throwing out that question is, what is the pressures of like the popularity, just that influencer having on society, on you, on the kids, or anyone else around you, right? So every time, like, they push out something, like, that for definite, like, if Wantali is famous, he says, oh, this, toothpaste is the best toothpaste, but then that toothpaste has something else that kind of, eats out your teeth and stuff like that. Your kids watch that, they demand that, they push you so that you could get that. Your kids will be crying out to you so that you could actually get that toothpaste. You get it without the knowledge of knowing what's happening in the background, but your kids would actually go behind your back to even get to that extreme to get that toothpaste. So it's just myself asking to say, what do you think are the pressures of, influencer popularity of it?
Oh, I
Do
think
you?
I think as I think as Brother Ntali has said there in the chat, it's the same thing as when you asked us that what are the contribution in your life. I think we could have also answered that they put pressure in people's lives, and it could have been the same answer.
I,
So I think,
I
yeah,
think that point, yeah, on that point, I think that we've drawn that point actually. Like, if it's becoming the norm for someone to say, hey, if you're skinny, then you ain't attractive, sort of thing. Because if that's what social media is presenting to you, then that's already pressure to that skinny person. Say, so you mean I won't get a man if I look this way? Or you mean I won't get a woman if my package ain't good enough? Do you know what I'm saying? You mean that I'm
Mm.
going to remain a 2.5 million man if I don't know how to do my business? You
package,
get what I'm, you
package.
know? If I don't know how to do my business, Francis, did you get that one? Um, You know.
I
That's
think
so
you can go on
trash.
and read the comments, and then I'll pick it up from there. I can answer that as
Yeah,
well.
you know, let me check what the comments are saying. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's
It
see.
does get back to what we asked. The thing about authority and
Obviously,
power, then the same thing.
obviously, so it says obviously these days cancel culture
Yeah.
rules the world. One wrong thing and you're gone. Tilapia is life, Mr. Kevin says here. It says tilapia is life out of nowhere.
Jeez.
That video, didn't you see the video where they're saying they're not? It's not healthy to eat them. There was a whole video. It was said. So that's what Kelvin doesn't want to give up on them. You're gonna die. Oh, sorry.
Body surgeries are going out of hand. Never satisfied. Still, pressure is on. People are speaking way too much and can't keep up. If it's in your face,
Spending,
if it's in
Spending,
your
sir.
face,
spending,
Spending.
spending,
spending.
spending.
Sorry. Spending. Let's go back. Spending. There we go.
This
Definitely
whole
no Francis says, see, these social media influencers are attacking their audience. All right. What influencers are you following that show their package? I'm asking for a good friend of mine.
Well, I think that's your question.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Has anyone seen that video of guys pretending to have a big package? Like, they put a cucumber.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
the challenge.
So
It's a challenge,
that-
isn't it? It's a
Yeah,
challenge.
it's a challenge. So think about that and the perception that the people are giving with that, whether it's planned or not, but it's there, right? Like they're showing you as if this is what happens, because it's a depiction of real life apart from, So if somebody sees that and thinks, you know what, if I'm gonna throw my weight around, I just need to get me a cucumber. That's what
Oh, I need to go get my stuff done. Right
You
here.
get it?
Patrick didn't get
You
it.
don't get it. Forget
No,
it.
it didn't.
Patrick did not get it. Patrick definitely did not get it. I mean,
No,
Patrick
I got
did
it,
not
but I'm
get
saying
it.
you can also get your stuff done.
No, the cucumber.
Turkey.
Never mind. Never mind.
All right,
New
just
York.
yeah.
let's
So just to add
see.
on, like I think for myself, just to add on to everything, like I know at this stage where influencers think, I need to be out there to make my money and all of that stuff. But we know that's your bread and butter. But at the same time,
Well, I got a
Hey,
bad
I'm sorry.
cucumber.
read
I'm
that, read
sorry.
that,
I'm
please,
sorry. I'm
read
sorry.
that.
I saw that and I was like, what?
just read that. Just read
So Lucas says, "Well, I got to buy a cucumber regardless, so I'm not phased." I don't think you guys got what I was saying, but I also think they're trying to lure me. I think they're trying to lure me. I'm trying to keep it PG here, people. Let's go ahead.
Oh
I
shit!
mean,
All right, just going back to just the same point
I
there.
bet,
Like
I bet
let
you
me
these
just
were I bet you these were cucumber emojis. That's why YouTube was like,
so so to my take, like just the pressures for like influences and popularity and all that stuff. Like the influencers are out there to make their money. They would do anything to make their money, right? But in the same sense, it's more of people are becoming toxic where they're losing like relationships, their friendships and all that stuff. And they're constantly trying to be like, on YouTube pages, they're trying to be on TikTok, blah blah blah, just so that they can make that money as well as they can get that cucumber and all that stuff.
What?
Uh no, I just I just in there that. But then the reality is, as an influencer, the more they get popular, the more it is constantly that they take off their time so that they can entertain the crowd. They can constantly produce some certain content. They
So you're
like
coming from the
constantly.
influencer side of
Yes,
view.
I'll start from there. They're constantly pulling out anything they need to put out there, right? They lose all the good stuff in their life. Sometimes it might be they'll tell you, "Oh, you need to travel around the world and find yourself." Your friends are not just sitting back when you travel around the world. Like, they're still hustling and all that stuff. But if you give the message to every single person to say, "Go around the world and travel," you're trying to make everyone broke. It's not sustainable. Like, how are they going to get that kind of money when you're making your money off the views and you're telling someone else that's watching you to
Oh, they're getting
go
it
out
for
there and
free.
travel.
Oh, they're getting it for free in the
Okay,
airport.
okay. I've got one good example. The what's his name? The Tinder swindler. Yeah, the guy who was
Yeah.
spending money. He was spending money off of the people he was dating. At the time, he
Mm.
wasn't exactly popular, was he? But his lifestyle was unsustainable. So the example you gave is an influence, but yet a normal guy who wants to live this lavish life is not being an influencer, but is giving
Hmm.
himself this sort of pressure by dating woman to woman so they pay for his bill is also a problem. So in this case, this is why I didn't understand the question, right? But I think in any role that you do or anything that you do, if it becomes too much, there's going to be pressure. There's going to
Yeah.
be issues. There's going to be whatever. So we can't
Man,
just say that it's just influencers that are going to have this. Definitely not. Definitely not. Even podcasters have this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
man,
You got
preach,
it.
preaching, preaching.
You get it?
all right.
If
So
you don't
Man,
get it, forget about it.
look. Maybe the angle. I don't know. Maybe the angle you're trying to come from is, we maybe let me give an example of, say, America. Yeah, a country that's very is huge on this capitalism and stuff, and
Capitalism, yeah.
they sell the American dream where you can do
land of
anything.
opportunity.
Exactly. You can do anything and make it. You can literally walk naked and get famous. So just that crave to become famous, to do whatever it takes to become famous, can definitely put pressure on a person's life. Definitely. Because if you've seen somebody do it, you're like, yo, I'm going to do it as well. I'm going to go and
Yeah,
do the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that person has
man.
trained to become a professional, I don't know, person who jumps off the street or whatever. Because there was a
Go on, brother.
time
Go on, brother.
there was a
Amen.
time they were advertising. There were times you would see these streets. Those street runners. The people that jump from building to building and all of that.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And they make it look like it's easy, and it's a normal person. Do you know what I
Yep.
mean? And then so let's say we're thinking, you know what? If that guy can do it, why not? I look the same as him. I'm the
Spider-Man.
same
Spider-Man, yeah.
build as him. Jump off the first building. Finished. Face plant.
Was that
Brown
was
bread.
that a sound effect? But it pure.
Finished. So anyway, what I'm trying to say here is, for me, that's what I feel like. That's where the pressure comes in, because you're looking at the end goal, but you don't want to put the work in, or the study, or whatever it is, and you get there and you're like, yo, I didn't imagine this is what it would be.
Oh, so they don't show us. They don't show us the foundations. Oh, can I also say something on this? It shows. Have you guys seen those videos? Right, they're usually in these Asian countries where somebody's building something in the middle of nowhere. They build a house and they
Yeah.
build a swimming pool. Did you guys should see the video after, like, of what happens after that, or what they're doing. They actually damage the property. So when they're done, they don't even like put everything back together, or the soil back in. They just leave
Yeah.
the stuff, and it ends up becoming a swamp, and it starts destroying the whole environment. And it's actually bad.
Jeez.
That's why you've seen less videos of that. Because as one time
Yeah.
says, it looks great from this angle, but you don't know what they're going through, or how many people are actually there on
What's
site.
happening in the
Somebody
background.
exposed them. There's actually a whole team. It's not two people doing it. Or when they go fishing and they start fishing and a lot of fish comes out. Nah,
Yeah.
man, there's a pipe that side. Somebody's putting in fish. But we go do that. We're putting salt in water, not knowing we can take damage in the water. So I get what one guy is trying to say. Anyway.
The church say amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Amen.
can we now start
Amen.
passing
Wazali,
the
just
plate with
please-
money? The
Yeah.
plate for money.
Please read a few
So
of
we
the
can talk.
comments, and then we'll just fire on the last question, and then we're out.
Okay. Raluca says she was talking about salads, apparently, and then Desmond
What salad? What
Desmond
salad? What
Francis
salad?
says, "What's salad? Sounds disgusting." And then he puts this up, and then she
What
goes, "That's a
salad?
pickle." I think there's things going on there. Francisco Jokerson, that's his new name, apparently. I agree with MP, but a lot of influencers that advertise sustainable shopping or vintage clothing and so on, which is actually a good thing, and so on, which is actually a good thing to society. Yeah, there's certain. I think, for me personally, I think the majority of influencers enjoy their jobs, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, they don't have to work for anyone, right? And if they're making a living off of that, then they're going to keep doing it. It doesn't matter if it's going to take a lot of time of their life. They know what I guess they enjoy what they're doing, which is why we're getting more and more and more of these people, which is why children are also aspiring to be influencers, because on screen it's looking easy, but then on the other side, it looks like they're enjoying it. I'm not an influencer, I don't know, but it looks like. You're
But
enjoying
to an
it.
extent, they should be
You are.
enjoying it because, I
You
mean,
are.
like,
You are.
why would you produce content that you're not happy with? So it's something that they enjoy doing to an
Yeah,
extent.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is it by force? Yeah.
That's it. I
Mm-mm.
don't. But okay, so everyone's been looking at the positive side. Everyone's been chasing the good life and all of that stuff. Yes, influencers have educated us in so many ways, given us the enticing kind of like lifestyle that we all kind of like want to live and enjoy. But the sad truth is, sometimes we have to look at it like these guys, majority of them are sponsored, right? They are releasing content that's like sponsored, and at the end of it, it's either advertising unhealthy foods, drinks, and all of that stuff. And this is like affecting kids over in schools. Like you were talking about KCI, right? He's selling the energy drinks, but like, is it
KSI.
advisable?
KSI.
Is it
KCI.
KSI?
KCI. Okay.
KSI? Is it KCI or whatever it is? Yeah,
KSI.
they
KSI.
yeah they are pushing a product to kids, energy drinks at a very young age. Kids are chasing for these drinks and also trading for like from £2 to £8, making their profit out of it and stuff like that. Well, yeah, they are trying to hustle in that kind of way, but like at this kind of stage, like who's in place to control all of this, where you kind of giving kids the sugary like drinks, the advertising alcohol and stuff like that to kids, trying to tell kids that what, you can drop out of school at 19 and you'll get your Ferrari. I bought my house at 19. Everything paid for. Like who's there to help all of these kids, all of these people, and the rest of us as well, like the people that are admiring all of this stuff that's been sold, these dreams that are sold to us. And the question that I put out there is, are they current regulations safeguarding, and who is actually policing and policing these influences? You got
You got it. If you don't get it, forget about it.
Did you bite yourself?
it?
Police.
Before you continue, Reluka has reminded us here, guys. Do you know what I mean? She's right. We are influencers in our own right. All of you are influencers because you wear your own brand. And to that point, guys, if you like any of the merch, you can buy this merch. You just need to get in contact with us. Like you can see, we've got hats, we've got
Ka-ching!
we've got what is it? What's that?
Hoodies,
What?
t-shirts.
What that's called, hoodies, t-shirts, even tank tops. Basically we can sort of, yeah, we can sort of print not whatever you want, but to a certain extent,
Tank
so
tops
yeah,
for the summer.
if you wanna well, Christmas is coming up. Actually, if you guys want, Christmas merch, let us know now,
Jumpers.
so that we can plan to make it and stuff like that.
And
But
also,
yeah,
if you do
Onesies.
get merch, if you do get merch, you are gonna be posted on one of our social media platforms. So yeah,
We can also
so
handle
yeah,
just
yeah.
that, a
appreciate you
dating
guys.
site for you.
If you
Uh,
guys wanna, if you
uh
guys wanna
We're
stand out,
advertising them like Tinder. Continue.
mm,
you-
Pause.
you've
All
lost me.
right, continue, Atali.
I don't know what
What's
she's
the
trying to say. She
Whew,
says, look, Lucas
whew.
says they got the one tally special with an L, too. Good stuff.
I know that one. I know that one.
Child.
Hey,
How
I
many
say when
They
times do I
Tally
have
hate.
got that
They
L.
hate.
how
They
many
hate.
times do
They
I
hate.
have to tell you? What's the first letter? What is the first
The
letter?
first letter doesn't count,
But you
It
fam.
finished
doesn't
with
count.
Nah,
Come
man,
on.
it doesn't
Before
count. The way you got
and
bodied
before
that day, you just went
you
quiet. You didn't
before
even
you say
say that. Oh, my, I start with the W for win.
you
You didn't
went
even
back
say
home to
that.
I let
think
him
about
You
it.
got
listen.
bodied and just
I let
stayed
him. I
there.
let him. Before you say tally, you say one. The one. You get me? W. Come on, guys. You know what I mean? Get with the
No,
program.
we don't get it.
Get with the
But yeah,
program.
You got it.
continue.
If you don't get it, forget about it.
Exactly what
Get
this
out
man
of here, man. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Do me a favor,
Jeez,
please.
man.
Get out of here.
hmm
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
So Edna says the 5 rounds brand. Yes, Reluka. The internet was slow when KSI came out. He probably didn't hear the pronunciation. Wow. Okay. Over to you, Mr. MP. That's I know. Too much.
Call the
We're balancing. We're balancing. So the question there, guys.
Checkmate.
So the last question is that are there current regulations safeguarding everyone, and who is policing influences? Like who's stopping them?
Cancel culture.
Yeah.
I'll go back.
Content.
They're gonna
Oh,
cancel
cancel
you,
culture
man.
is the one that's policing them.
At an extent.
Yeah.
It ends with the eye. Like somebody needs to honestly hold on a second. You might want to stick to your day job because this ain't working out for you, fam. It ain't working. Try again. Go on.
No. Patrick, take it on from there. Hello.
I don't know. I just. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you, man.
Look,
Okay,
the only thing I have
What are
noticed.
you drinking?
I'm not drinking
I don't
anything.
know what he's drinking.
Nah,
It's
fam.
all crazy.
Nah,
Yeah.
Patrick, the comments are starting beef. They're starting beef. So
I know they
anyway.
are. They've been
Someone-
after you for a month now.
Someone's in there crying, yeah, right now. Like crying about 2 words. Please. Okay, Mr. Patrick, go on.
I don't know, man. This is coming from somebody who's a father. Like I don't know how to answer this. You know why? Because whether I like it or not, right? I say something to my daughter, and she's got these influences she follows. And guess what? I've already been told what she wants for Christmas, the 5 things, and it's because of some lady
5
who's
things.
in her 40s. Yeah, no, listen. There's some lady who's in her 40s. Believe it or not, she's in her 40s. I can tell. She does these whole videos on with toys and this, and whether you like it or not, a lot of kids are watching it. So from my side is this woman can say a lot of stuff that I don't know. Obviously, I've had to watch her just to make sure she doesn't go to the extremes. But I don't know who is looking after all this, because kids will find it, and kids will demand all these things. Or kids, and how extreme would one of these guys go? Like for instance, right now, I can give an example of my man Kanye Jeremiah West, who
Continue.
who has right now, look at that, he's effed up, right? And obviously he's been dropped, but he's only been dropped because he mentioned a certain type of people, and those are the people who run
straight
most
away
of the world, to be honest. But to be honest with you, if he never mentioned those people in the past, he's been saying a lot of weird stuff for a long time. Who has been stopping him? It's only now where the people with power. So all I can say is it's people with power. It's how far you go and insult somebody who's actually feeding you.
So you're
are the
saying
people who
that
look after all
our
this.
race doesn't have that kind of power to stop him, or do we just let things slide?
No, I think you gotta give a. I don't know. For me, I feel like we've got to give a better example, right? I think when we were preparing this topic, because
so was my
your example is good, Patrick. Don't get me wrong. Your example is good. You're talking about
go
access,
ahead, brother man.
You're talking about the access to children, but I don't know. For me, I feel like we got to hit this on the head, hit the nail on the head. The first thing we got to establish what is the age limit for these social media platforms, right? So, what does it take for for somebody to join Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, whatever it is? Because I don't bloody know. I've never had this problem before. But so if we look at these things, I think one of them was Instagram. Was 16 or was it 14?
I think it's 13.
13.
Okay. For Insta.
Instagram is 13.
So
I think so, yeah.
If we go on Instagram right now, right, and I don't know, you just go on the feed and you just keep scrolling. Eventually, you're gonna come up to somebody who is half naked or just pretty much naked, right? Has just hidden the tit, because Instagram says if you put the tit out, you're blocked, right? So they've just hidden that little part. and I
Sorry,
You
say
can
can I
see
say
everything
something?
else.
click this link, right?
What Instagram do you have? Because some of us
No,
we
no,
can
no. I'm
scroll
just
and do.
No,
Pat,
no, no, no.
Patrick. This is an
Patrick,
example.
listen
I'm
to what he's
joking. I'm
saying.
joking. I'm joking.
And also, if you're saying that you're lying, because these things are location. Because if it's not preferences, the way it works, if it's not preferences or what you like, what you click, it's going to be location next. So,
Only
you
it
know,
only takes
And
one picture.
on
As
the
soon as you
and
click one picture.
yeah,
mm,
and it's on the Explorer as well. You just
correct.
keep you will
You
find something, whether
and
you
it's
like it or not.
you'll
It's
find
there.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find something. So what I'm trying to, I guess what Patrick is alluding to, which is this question, is this stuff really being regulated? Because if a 13-year-old child boy just going through puberty doesn't know what an erection is yet, right, and sees this stuff, right, already building this picture of how
A
sexualized
woman.
that image is or a woman is,
Mandingo, yeah.
you know, is this
What?
enough? Like,
What's that? Continue.
I don't know. Patrick was saying something. Anyway, are the
No.
current so now this question: are the current regulations safeguarding everyone?
No.
Yeah.
And who is policing it? That's where we have to come from. I wanted to give a better, I don't know, a broader example, so we just know, like, this is,
Yeah, that's
I
why
don't
for me it makes it very difficult because looking at it is I don't think it is, or maybe it is, but access is easy. I don't know. I'm a bit confused with it because I have seen, or like I've seen an influencer go to a certain extreme and there's nobody who comes and check them until they step on somebody's toes with power. That's what I keep saying. Or they step on the toes of a group. They say something to a group that's joined together. But I don't know. That's why I keep saying that it's the people
because
who are able to cancel you are the ones who can stop you.
so.
even on YouTube you can find, like, you have the kids side of things, but then what I've noticed is there's also something there. Whether you like it or not, there's also
Eh,
something
Mm-hmm.
there. Yes, there is. So that's
Anti-Magi,
why
yeah.
that's why they're like, parents, you need to check what your kids are watching. You might think that, okay, this is the kids YouTube side of things. They wouldn't be anything explicit, but you will
mhm.
find that there's something explicit there.
What was that,
mm,
Vanessa? That thing that was leading kids to killing their parents? Momo. What is it, Momo?
yeah, that
Yeah.
challenge.
What are you guys?
So
Whoa!
so
Talk
there's
about it.
yeah, so there's challenges. You have
There was
TikTok where you
Momo, and it was in the kids' YouTube. It was
yeah.
there. It was Momo. The name was Momo or something.
So for me, I think they're not doing enough, because a kid, I could have a kid today, right? And I'll be like, no, you're not going on social media. You're not opening any social media platforms till you're 18. And they'll find a way. They'll find a way. They'll go to school and see their friends on social media platforms. And they'll even ask their friend, oh, can I open an account using your phone? My mom won't let me use it. And they'll
Yeah,
still have that feed.
that
Whether we like it or not, they'll
that
still have
that
it.
is a very good that's a very good example, because we have somebody in the comments here saying, look, it depends. So Raluka says it depends, though, because the content is age controlled, so a 13-year-old wouldn't have access to what we do. I am policing it, for example. Speak of my day job. Well, okay, so Raluka is okay. If today i- is there ID verification process? Let's start there. Yeah.
There is,
Second,
but
Mhm.
it's pretty much just asking you how
asking you
old
how
are
old you
you.
are or when you were born,
You
right?
could lie.
So,
Yeah,
so okay, so then we're past that part. So let's say I'm 13, and don't tell me that anyone here who was young didn't want to be older. Yeah, let's.
exactly.
I mean, 15-year-olds here. We were watching 18, R18, whatever it is, right? Because there was no age verification, just
No,
parental law.
you were watching.
I'm just. Oh, everyone's trying to act good now. Okay, so
Now we
what I'm trying
did.
to say is, there might be things in practice, like Raluka saying, there might be things in practice that, stop kids from seeing certain things. But what makes you think they're registering as kids?
Yeah.
Because if it's as simple as this: when you have a kid, normally they tell you when you have a kid, try and put your phone away, because your kid wants to know what's exciting you. They want to see what's exciting you, even if you give
Why
them the
you
kid
always on
version.
your phone?
Exactly. If you give them the kid version of the phone, they'll know this is not what's exciting you, what you're looking at. So if they've got kids, Instagram, whatever, but the adult one's popping, what makes you think those kids are not lying about their ages?
Oh, there's one thing. There's one thing though, and I just want to bring it in. So this is by Uncle Google. So it's as soon as you register a kid's phone, like you give a kid the phone in their hands, right? But when you're accessing the phone for the first time, as soon as you say this phone is going to be under a parent, right? That kid will never do anything with that phone. They will never hack it. Like as soon as you put that code and you put that link to you, whatever they
Hmm.
go on, guess what? It just goes straight to your phone.
Patrick,
Yeah.
you'll be very shocked as to what kids can do these days. You'll be very shocked. You
Oh
will
yeah, but do you
be
know?
so
Do you know
shocked.
what? Do you
It
know what?
will hurt you.
Do you know what else you can do though? This is I didn't know that you can go this far. I didn't know because they can never take it out. But also, you as a parent can go on your phone and you go to their phone and whatever the chatting with on WhatsApp, that chat feed is just on your phone. It's just I just found that recently because I was like, oh my god, I never knew that. That's when I learned about Auntie Maggie, who's the 40-year-old who
But
pretended
then
to buy things for Christmas.
but then that's what I'm telling you, that these kids will go to their friends and they will use their friends' phones. They
Yeah, you
will
see, she's also
register.
said it there. So it's just exactly it's as if it copies their device and it becomes your device. So whatever they do, wherever the call, if you activate on your phone, that person is that calling will also be calling on your
Patrick,
phone. You can hear the whole conversation.
Is
there's
it
always
just for
that
children?
kid. There's always
What?
that kid in school,
Is it?
the bad boy, bad girl,
Oh
the
yeah,
influencer
you got
that will actually sell their phone to their friends
oh,
so that they could access stuff.
hold on, MP. What are you asking? Will you
Is it
want to
just
give
for
it?
children?
I see what you're trying to do. This guy. You know what? You know what? One time works. One time works.
What
That is
the
not simple
hell? What,
partners.
Charlie?
Uh-uh,
Hey,
You want to
uh-uh. I'm not. No,
hey,
that's
hey,
not the
hey,
reason.
you gotta trust your
I just
partners,
wanna
man.
see
You gotta
where these
trust your
things extend.
partners.
Because yes, of course you do. But there are people out there that do some crazy things. I'm telling you, you don't even know. You know how? Anyway, I'm digressing. But then you know how you get notifications of somebody if something has happened or someone has logged on using your credentials and stuff. So that's why I'm asking here. That is it also for parents
Try,
and their
trying to
children.
this
help,
guy
trying
was
to help a brother.
Patrick,
Trying to help
Patrick,
brothers.
and I said,
Patrick, help a brother out. He's
let me warn
asking for
you. If one
for
tally buys you a
himself.
phone, for Christmas,
No,
be
that's not
careful.
what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. Anyway, carry on.
Woo, child.
Go ahead,
Carry
Damn.
on.
Vanessa. What are you saying, Vanessa?
I
So,
see you, Antali.
Nah, it can be used on anyone. Peak, peak. It can
just
be
write
used.
that down.
Hey.
Just write that down.
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
All right, guys.
Yeah, all my crazy people, come on then. Let's see you in the comments now. Hey, hey, I've got it. Hey, I've got.
Jeez.
Speak
All
for
right, guys.
yourself, sir.
Guys in the
No, I
comments,
didn't
thank
have
you
it.
very
I
much
didn't
for
even know
actually
about
sharing
this.
your
I
views
didn't know
on.
about this. Honestly, I didn't know
Why
about
you
this.
always lying?
Yeah,
Are
I
you
did, and
planning to get
I
yourself
think
one? Yeah.
Look. Drop an apple tag in his car booth.
Ah.
Easy trigger.
Oh my days. Oh my days. All right,
I
guys.
mean, I know about the earphone. Like Apple got this thing
Oh
where
yes, I've heard about that. I've
you
seen
can put
someone
the
get in
earphone
trouble for that
and you
shit,
can
and this
hear,
was
you can record the whole
hilarious.
conversation.
It
Yeah,
was
it's
All right.
crazy,
hilarious.
All right,
crazy.
let's get back to this, guys. So
Yeah.
far you've said, well, pretty much you've just said that there's so many things happening in the background that we're not well able to actually, pretty much there's no regulations behind it. There's no one policing that. We're more of have to be ourselves more vigilant to whatever situation happens around our lives, because then it seems like we can't stop the influences. We can't stop them from popping their videos onto some 13 under 13 YouTube kind of channel. Watch yourselves out there. I don't know if the mirror, your phones, whatever, is actually working in the background, guys, but hopefully we hope that works in your life, that you can actually monitor your kids or whoever your partner is, that you want to help them, that they shouldn't watch content that is not meant for their eyes or their being. You're just trying to protect them so that they don't watch BBLs and all that stuff. But hey, you know
Uh-uh.
what it is out there. So we tonight we're actually talking about our influences negatively affecting us. We don't know. We never know, because then there's been good things and bad things at the end of the day. Because now, Nala, you're talking about all the makeup stuff, all the great stuff, the recipes and all that stuff that you do. On the other side, they're bad. They might be bad, but we're not fully just throwing it out there and saying that influences are really negatively affecting us. They are playing a huge role in our lives, and whether we like it or not, we are actually doing our best that we can. And you know what? On this note, we're just gonna close up and thank you very much for chilling with us. This is 5 rounds. I know we're gonna carry on, but we have to just cut it short. Sorry, Patrick, your mic is on mute.
I
Reluca,
was
drop your
I was
socials.
expecting even Taylor. I was like, second pillow. It means that close enough.
So
Where Lucas
we're
says, follow me for toxic tips.
all
Drop
right.
your socials.
Drop your socials, guys. RB is gonna follow you there, and she's
Just
gonna
become
give
an
you tips.
influencer.
Yeah, she's gonna give you tips on how to actually follow up on whoever you want to follow up. Safeguard. What is that? Says Nala. I could have a kid today, MP. Oh, that's a good one.
I saw this and I was like,
All right, guys.
behave,
On
Why
that
are you
note,
trying to do the
behave,
most?
man.
Definitely
all right.
not.
So on that note, guys, we're just gonna close up. Thank you very much for joining us in the comments. If you didn't join us on this show, you can watch back the show, as well as you can catch us next week, Friday at 7 p.m. same time, and we'll catch up. Talk about a new topic. But if you do feel like you want to, give us a shout on the best stuff, send me proof you bought 5 rounds merch, and I'll give you more info. You heard that from RB, so send RB proof that
I will. I
they gotta
will.
drop a
I
Snapchat,
will. I will. I
the
will look for
super
my
chat
receipt,
for
madam.
my
I will.
socials. That is true. So super chat.
Hey, Queen RB
All right,
in
so
the building.
That man right there. That man right there.
yeah, man.
so before I close, Wantali, do you have anything else to share with us?
Nah. Guys,
Okay.
make sure you like the video, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button. I will be checking, like I said. Last week, the likes were a little bit low, so I'm collecting. So, guys, make sure you like.
Release
I'm going to.
Montali.
Yep. And on that note, it's a 5 round show. We'll see you next week.
Hey.
Take it easy, guys.
Take
Bye,
Peace.
it
guys.
easy. Have a good weekend.